Okay, so we just got to camp.
Yeah, we hiked about, I think it was 1.5 miles, 2 hours. It was 1,000 foot elevation gain, and we're about 2,000 feet from where we want to be up in the Alpine, but we want to stay a little lower and so we don't blow anything out and keep our camp kind of away from where we're going to be hunting, hopefully. But anyway, it's the first day of the hunting season here on Prince of Wales, and we're hoping to maybe see some velvet bucks, maybe some decent size. We scouted this area a couple weeks ago, and it looks pretty good. So as long as the fog doesn't stay for all 3 days that we're here, maybe we'll get a chance at some good ones. So hopefully we'll get some footage of it, and you guys can come along with us and watch.
It's been pretty foggy today, so.
And real wet today. So our rain gear's soaked, but at least we're not.
Yeah. Sitting here, the fog's kind of rolled in, it's a little windy, and it seems like it's sprinkling a little bit, which you don't really want for when you're deer hunting, but it's not too bad. Like, the fog's blowing in and out, it's just sprinkling, so in theory we should be able to see some, but we haven't picked any up today. I don't know if they're still bedded down, or if they're just, I mean, they're either higher or lower than us, so we're gonna go look around, see if we can find any. Yeah, we're trying to figure it out. A lot of times, you can kind of chalk it up to something. Like, when it's real nice and warm out, the sun is shining, a lot of times they don't like being right up in the Alpine, and they like to kind of go down into the tree line and hide out in the shade. And when it's real wet out, a lot of times they're not big fans of that. Sometimes you can see them up and about, but most of the time they're bedded down. And today's just kind of weird. It's pretty clear all day. It's sprinkling, but hardly. And it's just been real foggy, a little windy. So I would think it would be a pretty good day for it. But so far it seems like I'm wrong and we're not seeing much. So I don't know. We will keep looking and hopefully glass something up and maybe they'll start moving. But as of yet, it's been a slow day and a half that we've had up here, so keep you updated. Okay, so it is day 3 of a hunt. We decided to switch it up a little bit. We changed mountains. We hiked back down last night. We went home, dried out all our gear as much as we could, then left early this morning. And it is still foggy and very thick and raining.
And buggy. And so it's kind of miserable, but this is a small Alpine, so we're hoping we can just kind of still hunt it, real slowly walk and see if we can bump any deer. That last Alpine was so big, and we hiked around it for a day and a half and saw 3 does. So we only have 3 days. If we had a couple more days, we might be able to stick it out a little more, but this time we only had a couple days, and we'd rather make it happen than try to stick it out on that mountain. So that's what we're doing right now. That's the plan. hiking into the Alpine for deer, and there's $1,000. And we just got up to like a sub-Alpine thing. It's like 1,700 foot. We're gonna go up to like 3,200, I think, is what it's at. We're on our way. It's just a lot of bugs. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a doe right through those trees. She's gotta be on the bushes, but we were walking up the trail and we saw her right then. Cody called and she ran down here and looked at us for a minute. But yeah, we're gaining elevation. And it was good to see a deer. The fog's kind of lifting. And there's still a billion bugs out, but yeah, we got some blue sky behind us, as you can see, so that's a really good sign. Hopefully we start seeing some animals.
Huh?
Explain to me again.
I said I can't glass through my binoculars because I can't see through my binoculars because a bug will land between the glass and my eye because there's so many mosquitoes right here.
Yeah. Right up there. There's a spike buck. Just a little spike. So we ain't gonna pass on him, and we only want to get a little bit bigger, deer, more mature. And so we're gonna let him walk, but it's good to see a buck finally. So yeah. Okay, so we just spotted our second buck since we've been up in the Alpine. This one was a little walk, but you know, it's cool to see him. We got a little bit of video of him, so that was cool. But we just got him into this big, kind of like a bowl, and we're just gonna go in and glass it. There's looks like they started moving earlier this morning. They weren't really moving, but the fog's kind of lifted and they started moving, and so yeah, it's really cool. See some, so we can go try to get a little bit better advantage and look into this kind of bowl and see if we can see anything.
So the update is that we've been seeing a lot of things. Spotted a bunch of does. We're watching a black bear kind of climb up this big bowl we're sitting on the edge of. He's about halfway up maybe, and he's just working his way up. Gonna put the spotting scope on it, see if we can get a little video of it. We spotted a real nice buck about the next mountain over, so it's a little sad because we're not gonna be able to get to it. It's already 4, and it's quite a ways away. But we spotted it up with a spotting scope, and you just tell it's big when you can see them that far away and see them swing their head, and you can tell the rack is real good. So yeah, but we're trying to spot something on our mountain, and so far, as far as the big buck category, we haven't seen a whole lot. So that's what we're doing right now. So we're staring at 2 bucks. One is totally, we cannot get to it whatsoever, but it is very large and very big. And then the other one we can get to is a fork, and we're just discussing whether we want to come off the mountain with meat or if we want to take our chances and not do it. So we'll see. Go. Tell me your thought. My thought is that we have this fork right over there, and it's, I mean, we've seen, that's the second fork we've seen today. We saw 2 spikes and a real nice deer, but it was a mountain away from us, so no way to get to it. And it is 4 right now. I'd say it would get dark at 8, so we maybe have a couple more hours, but my predicament is that we could shoot this fork for meat, which would be good, but not really what we're looking for. And then on the way back down, if we're going down the mountain anyway, we would have meat, and maybe we'd see something else, be able to get another one. Or we could not shoot it and, I don't know, go down with nothing. Is that the other option? Yeah, that's the other option. I don't know. We'll think about it. I'll get back to you. Oh, looks like a fork. So Devin spotted 3 bucks, and it looks like they might all be forks, but they're all standing in the same vicinity of each other. So we're gonna have to go take a look, because the chance that they're all forks is, I guess, possible, but we're just gonna take a look. So it's the best shot that we've had all day, and we don't really want to get a fork, but if it's that or not have any meat to go down the mountain with, then I think we might take one. So we're gonna go take a look, see if there's anything else over there. Looks like a bachelor group, so there's a chance that there's something else laying down with them that we might want. Okay, now, on the off chance that the other buck doesn't run, I'm gonna get mine out, okay?
just got down the mountain after hunting all day. We did about 15 miles, I think, and it's about a 12-hour day. So it's late now. It's, I don't know, 9:30, almost 10. And I just got down the mountain in the dark. We butchered up the animal and got it all in our packs, and we were worried about getting down before it got too dark out. So we kind of just took off and didn't really film any of the after or anything. So hiked down. So we just thought that we'd wrap it up and say that it was a good hike, good hunt, and we saw a lot of bucks. We saw probably 12 bucks today and 30 some does, 35 does, and a black bear. And most of the bucks were forks and spikes, which is weird for this mountain. Normally you get a couple bigger bucks, but it just wasn't one of those days. So saw one quite a ways away that I think we talked about in the video that was decent size, but it was a mountain over and we didn't have enough time to do anything about it. So anyway, that's what we that's pretty much wraps it up. It was a Sitka Blacktail hunt on our home island of Prince of Wales, and I hope you guys enjoyed.